In this video, I'm going to give you 10 signs you are good with money. Inflation is high, layoffs are happening, and people are running around with their head on fire financially. And you might be good with money and you don't even know it. Hi, my name is Adrian and this is Always Talk Money. I like to talk money as it relates to everyday life. With that being said, let's get into the video. The first sign you are good with money is that you use a budget. Contrary to popular belief, a lot of people don't even use a budget. A lot of people don't know what their ingoings are, they don't know what their outgoings are, and their everything is all over the place. If you use a budget on a monthly basis, even a weekly basis, or any type of basis, you are good with money. It shows that you are prudent, it shows that you care about your finances, and it shows that you have a vision for where your money should go. Using a budget is one of the clear-cut signs that you are on your way to financial independence and maybe one day even building wealth. So if you use a budget, you, my friend, are good with money. Another sign that you are good with money is if you save. If you budget, then most likely you save, because in the budget you would put a section for savings. A lot of people don't save, and the statistics show that most Americans don't even have $500 to cover an emergency expense. So saving is very paramount to your financial health. If you don't save, you open yourself up to basically Murphy's Law. Whatever bad could happen, it will happen. Or something similar, the saying goes. If I said it wrong, let me know in the comments down below. But when you don't have a savings account, you are susceptible to even bad financial decisions. That's when people get payday loans. That's when people pawn their family heirlooms to get some quick cash. That's when people get things like a car note. So if you don't save and make sure you are in a place where you don't have to resort to extreme circumstances to get some quick money, you can always just go to your savings account and take care of what you need to take care of, then you are in a bad space. Savings are paramount, and if you are a person that saves, you are 100% very good with money. A third sign that you are good with money is if you invest. So if saving is Goku in regular form, investing is Goku in Super Saiyan form. That's a little nerd tidbit for all the nerds out there. Leave a like for the nerds. But basically, saving and investing is saving on steroids. When you invest, you have access to compound interest. And compound interest is just this sweet little thing that puts your money on steroids, and it can just make your money snowball and just make more money for you. And the best part is, once you set it up, you don't even have to worry about it. You could be sleeping, you could be at the beach, you could be on a date, you could be doing whatever. Your investments are going to be working for you overtime, double time, triple time, and they never get tired. If you are an investor, even on a small scale, that's a good sign that you are probably good with money. Guys, if this video is giving you value so far, please leave a like for the YouTube algorithm. Please subscribe. New videos every Monday and Thursday, and giving you just good financial content to help you level up and build wealth. We all are in this together, and I want you to be a part of the family. The fourth sign you are good with money is if you have good credit. Now, if you've watched a couple of my videos, I'm not a big fan of credit, and I personally don't use credit, but this channel is not all about me. This channel is to spread the message of good financial habits, whether I agree with them or not. If you have good credit, that's a sign that you are good with money, because what that says is you can take out debt and handle debt, you pay all your bills on time, you're never late, so that gives you a good credit score, which gives you perks such as credit card rewards, bonus points, and other things like super low interest rate if you go for a car loan or a mortgage. Again, these are things that I personally don't take advantage of because I don't like credit. But if you do that, then kudos to you. I don't think my way or the highway. I don't think there's one bad way to build wealth and build personal finance or one good way. There's many different levers you can pull in this financial game. So if you have good credit, that means you're managing your money well, and kudos to you. You are good with money. The next sign you are good with money is that you live below your means. Listen, a lot of people out here are surviving off credit cards, are surviving off loans. A lot of people aren't even surviving at all financially because they have lifestyle inflated themselves to a point where they can no longer live below their means. Every single month, they are in the red in terms of their finances. And you are not one of those people. You are prudent, you live below your means, you understand what you can and you cannot afford, and you don't overspend. That is an incredibly good skill to have, especially in America where we have a very consumerist society. People just like to spend, even when times are good, even when times are bad. People will get too big of a house, too much car notes, too many Gucci and Pradas, too many concerts and flights and whatever else people spend their money on. So if you are a prudent person that stays within your means, stays and act your wage, then you are someone who is good with money by living below your means, and keep doing that. The next sign you are good with money is that you are good at managing debt. And this kind of piggybacks off of having good credit, because a big part of having good credit, it means you are good at managing debt. But also on the flip side, managing debt is another thing. You could be debt free, right? So that's a form of managing debt. You don't live in a way that you are constantly getting collections notices at your house or apartment. You don't have bill collectors calling you 24/7 from robocall numbers and stuff like that. You are good with debt. You pay your debts. A Lannister pays their debt. If you get that reference, let me know in the comments down below. But being debt free, managing your debt, it's a surefire way you are good with money. Another sign you are good with money is if you have an emergency fund. An emergency fund is different from savings. You might save up to buy a car or go on vacation or another big purchase that you might have in your life, maybe a home improvement. Emergency funds are just for emergencies. That's if your water heater breaks. Maybe the insurance company doesn't want to pay you off for that. We know those insurance companies are scams. And if you could have your emergency fund to cover that, then that's a sure sign you are good with money, because you are not susceptible to Murphy's Law. Did I get that law correct? Let me know in the comments down below. Again, please, guys. Life never is just going to give you this bed of roses and everything is going to work perfectly all the time. Sometimes we might have it so perfect that we're wondering, when is the other shoe going to drop? And you are prepared if the other shoe drops because you have an emergency fund. And that's a sure sign that you are very good with money. Another sign to me that you're good with money, and people might not agree, but is if you don't have a car note. I think car notes are one of the worst financial decisions that you could make. Not only because vehicle is a depreciating asset, as soon as you drive off the lot, you lose a couple $1,000s of your money just right then and there, especially if you buy a new car, right? Not having a car note, it shows that you are prudent, you are disciplined in saving up and buying a new car, because yes, buying a car is necessary because a lot of states in America are not walkable or don't have great public transportation. So a great many of us need cars. But if you buy a decent used car, or if you have the money to buy a new car for cash, that's a good sign that you're good with money. That's a good sign that you can delay gratification, because when people buy new cars, a lot of times it's not really about the money. It's about that feeling of hopping into a new car and driving down the boulevard for the first time and having all your friends see it and making a great, cute Instagram post or caption. Those are all emotional decisions that shows that you cannot necessarily delay gratification. Not in all cases, because I know there's a lot of people who get car notes and it's incredibly beneficial to their situation, but the grand majority of Americans are not in that position. So if you don't have a car note, that shows that either you paid it off and you didn't get a new one, or you bought your car for cash. And my friend, you are good with money. Another sign that you're good with money, and this is a big cause for ending marriages in this country, and that's if you don't argue over money. When you don't argue over money, that means you are secure within your financial space. If you are looking to have a partner, finances are going to be a big part of that relationship. A lot of people jump into situations where they're just relying on emotions, but you have to treat partnership and marriage like a business decision, right? So if someone argues over money, that's a sure sign that they're probably not good with money, because all of those negative emotions and that trauma is coming up because of past situations where money did not serve them in a good and positive way. And again, money's not good or evil. Money's just a tool, just like a garden item is a tool, right? Money is just a tool. So if a tool can garner very negative and extreme emotions from a person, they're probably not good with money. And finally, the number 10 reason and sign you are good with money is if you are generous with it. People who are good with money usually have an abundance of money. And when they have an abundance of money, they tend to share it around. They might leave a big tip for their waiter, right? They might donate to charities. They might sponsor scholarships and so on and so forth. When you are good with money, you tend to be generous with money. Money will flow to you the more generous you are with it. A person who is a curmudgeon and a Scrooge about money, money will not be kind to them. That will create a cycle of negative emotions towards money. When you get money and when you acquire wealth, you have to be generous with it. You have to be able to help your friends and your family first and foremost, right? But then you have to be able to help your community, and then your city, and then your state, and then your country. You have to always be generous with money, because that's why money is going to continue to be flowing to you. If you're not wealthy now, you're probably going to be wealthy, or at least come into very significant amounts of money in the future, because it will allow you to be continuously generous. But with that being said, guys, this is the end of the video. Check the links down below. Newsletter comes out every single Friday. ETF ebook, links down below. If you want a consultation, links down below. New videos every Monday and Thursday. Please like for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe, become part of the family. With that being said, you guys have a great, wonderful day. Go out there and be good with money, be generous, be helpful to your neighbor and your community. And until next time, I will see you guys. Peace. Shout out to Miko for editing this video.